Greetings, land of YouTube. If you watched my last video, we almost got there. Look at that. We've got Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution action. Got a question here on my last video. My channel's getting big enough now to where people can ask questions. I might get some good questions. Maybe that's the way I can make good videos for you. If you want to ask questions, or maybe we can learn together, right? By you asking me questions. And this comes in from Walter Velasquez. My last video was about is Bitcoin breaking down right now. We almost did. It was real close. We've got down to the level where if we break through, man, it's just the bottom's gonna fall out of it. I hate to tell you that, but let's get to this question. Says Walter says, I get what you're saying, but we just hit the spring on a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Can't you see it? Almost textbook. Take a look for yourself, but anything can happen. And what I've been saying in my past videos for the last couple of weeks is people on YouTube, even really super highly experienced, successful traders on YouTube, or I think they're missing this. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. The thing about day traders, the traders that make tons of money on YouTube, what they're doing, they don't, the big picture is actually totally irrelevant to them, right? They go down here and they make trades. Like they short right here and just make a wonderful trade, and they take profit here, and some of them even long here, and they're longing right now. So that's what a trader does. Really the big picture is basically totally irrelevant to them. I see a lot of them, their mid and long-term analysis, even a week from now, is just really bad and really wrong. And it's kind of amazing to me. I don't want to insult anyone, but the thing is it doesn't matter to them, because that's not how they're operating, right? They make these trades on a day, maybe even 10 minutes or something, maybe 5, 6, 10 hours. That's why they call them day traders. They get in and they get out, right? It doesn't matter. They don't care. This 8-9 month long pattern, this playing out here, is totally irrelevant to them. This is a Wyckoff distribution. This was invented. This was discovered by Richard Wyckoff 100 years ago, and this is just. I mean, the odds of this thing failing and going up here are really low. This is a Wyckoff distribution. He invented, or he observed this and tried to tell the small people, to educate them about exactly this, because this is what is ruining the general public. And Bitcoin has its own cheering squad telling people to buy now, buy now. And to answer Walter's question, one YouTube after the other is taking this Wyckoff accumulation schematic, and they're saying we're here, right? And they're saying we're going up. What they're saying is they're not looking. I don't know if some of them even understand what a Wyckoff distribution is. I don't know. It boggles my mind that they wouldn't know. It appears to me that most of them are saying this is the bottom. This general area here is the bottom, and they're on 1 and 4 hour charts, right? They'll go to like a 4 hour chart, and they'll say this is a Wyckoff distribution. That's not a Wyckoff distribution. That's a head and shoulders. But they're saying that's the bottom, right? So here's the difference. And this is how this is going to be devastating. Just total retail destruction. That's not the bottom on this Wyckoff distribution. This is the bottom. This zone down here is the bottom. The bottom could even be down here, October 7th, where the uptrend started. The day the uptrend started is here, right about here, about 11,000 area. So the bottom might be $11,000, right? So another area to watch is there was an accumulation on the way up here, which is about 24, 23, 22,000. That's an interesting place to watch. But just for your brain's sake, let's just say that's the bottom right there. The old all-time high from 4 years ago is the bottom. That's where this Wyckoff started. This is the 30-day accumulation. This was a 37-day reaccumulation. Up here is the distribution. We've dropped down. We're in a redistribution. This is the difference. We're not in an accumulation. See, the YouTubers are saying we're here. YouTubers are saying this is the bottom, and this is a accumulation. They're saying this is a Wyckoff accumulation that's going to do this, right? And this is not an accumulation. See, because I guess to answer the question is because the people you're watching are wrong, right? And they're actually the people I learned from over the last 6 or 7 months. So I kind of had an enlightenment a couple weeks ago, and I started seeing a lot of this technical analysis really, really clear. Now I could still be wrong. Maybe it ranges in here like this for a while, and it does go up, and it turns out to be an accumulation. That's not impossible. But this is just way too nice of a setup here, right? This is what Richard Wyckoff was trying to tell people 100 years ago. And now we're in the digital age with bots running this thing, right? And this is just, I mean, this entire thing's a trap, right? I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So, you know, it's going to do this, right? That's the problem. That I mean, I can't answer the question because that's what it looks like, right? A spring and an accumulation, and this is the one all the YouTubers are showing. But it's almost like they don't understand what a Wyckoff distribution is. It's as hard as that is to believe. This is where we're at. We're in a Wyckoff redistribution. We're not in an accumulation, so they might be confusing. Say this or this or this with a spring and an accumulation, but we're not. We're going down, right? We're in a redistribution. This is from 18 months ago. So I want you to ignore part of this up here. I want you to ignore this part about medium size accumulation, blah blah blah. This is from 18 months ago, so that's not relevant. But this is really bizarre. This Mr. Chunky says, I made a Wyckoff redistribution schematic for no other reason than you cannot find one on Google, and it's annoying. You can find all the others except redistribution. And I looked, and this is 18 months after that, and he's right. I literally Google Wyckoff redistribution, which is what we're in right now, and there's not a chart on Google, with the exception of this guy. This up here in the upper left is the one I have pulled up that I've been showing you. Look at all these charts. There is no other Wyckoff redistribution schematic in here anywhere. Actually, there's one there. I think that's the same guy. Was it the same guy? Twitter. You literally Google Wyckoff redistribution, and the only thing that comes up is accumulation charts and the overall distribution charts. Look at this. Look at all the accumulations in here. Look at this. They're all showing accumulation. All accumulation. The overall distribution charts. Distribution. It's all accumulation and distribution. See, look at that. It's accumulation. So I think that might be why, as stupid and as I don't have the words for it, just as stupid as that fact might be, that might be why all the YouTubers are showing you this and saying it's a Wyckoff distribution phase, because it's the only one that pops up. So in a nutshell, I'm saying the answer to and if I answer these questions, don't get offended, because it might come off like I'm saying that, but I'm not. I just the answer to this question is because we didn't hit a spring. It's impossible to hit a spring in a Wyckoff accumulation when we are in a redistribution phase. We're here. This is where we're at. And we're dropping down to the accumulation, where one day here will be a spring in an accumulation, right? I think this one here is I think this one here is likely to depict what's going on with Bitcoin now, because there will be intense pressure. So over on the far left, accumulation, reaccumulation. We actually had a kind of a secondary, tiny little reaccumulation here. Up here, distribution. This is where all the retail people get sucked in, and all the big players get out, and then fall down here. And this is a redistribution where all the YouTubers see. This is what Richard Wyckoff was trying to tell people over 100 years ago. This is what he discovered and tried to help people. This is a redistribution where all the big players get out, right? And all the retailers get sucked in. Retail, if you don't know, is the small people. Not even the small people. You might have tons of money, but you're still the retail investor, trader. That's what just distribution means, right? They call it the smart money, the strong hands. They're all distributing their shares to the dumb money, the weak hands, the people who don't understand what's going on. They're selling all their stuff to them. So it's even worse with Bitcoin because there's super popular channels broadcasting to hundreds of thousands of people that they should be buying right now. And this is an accumulation, and we're springing off the bottom, but we're not. We're about to have a horrendous dump down to the true accumulation, which is going to be looking something like this, likely. Now, my lines aren't going to be perfect. This is just for the general area. We'll probably bounce here or so, maybe just for a little bit. And we're going to probably come down in here. Maybe this turns out to be the bottom, which would be kind of like, that's why I have this one showed up. See that the bottom on the other side is higher than where it started back in November. That could be because of all the buying pressure and all the fanfare with YouTubers that create all the hype. Maybe that is. I'm expecting it though to come down here, at least a death wick, and whether the bottom is 23,000, 20,000, or 16,000, or 11,000, wherever the bottom is, that's the accumulation phase, right? So that's kind of the problem I've been trying to tell people, right? That it's not even a relevant question. See what I'm saying? So in conclusion, if I'm wrong, and I tell people to set some non-leveraged buy orders, 11,000. As stupid as that sound, it could be a death wick to 11,000. Could be a death wick to 16,000, maybe 19,000, maybe 23,000 is the bottom. But if you're just gonna invest, no leverage, and you buy at 23,000 and it goes down to 11 or 16, it's going to get back up pretty quick. So non-leveraged, not a bad game plan would be to maybe put a small order in here in 23 and kind of check it out, and then some maybe little bigger orders at 19, and maybe some bigger orders at 16, and then maybe have your stack down here at $11,000, $12,000, $14,000, $16,000. See how that's working. So maybe you catch part of the death wick or something. And I'm not telling anyone to do this. This is just a real safe play that I could just tell you maybe to consider and think about. Because if it doesn't come down here and it just kind of goes like this and then goes up, it's irrelevant because your buy orders didn't fill and there's no risk. This is kind of risk management. There's absolutely no risk whatsoever. And so if I'm wrong, nothing bad happens, right? Your non-leveraged orders just didn't get filled. And I want to master leverage orders before I even talk to my viewers about it. I want to get that mastered. I'm looking for this channel to grow down the line. I kind of want this bull market to be over, and I kind of want, I kind of want to look in 10, 12 months down the line, and when we're in the true bear market. So that's when the real money's made, and we're looking at the next, like we're over here. Say this is the year 2022, 2023, and we're ready to enter the next bull market. That's where I can really offer a lot of you, if you want to subscribe to my channel, that's where the real value is going to come in. But for now, point I was trying to spit out, and I seem to be having trouble getting it out, is if I'm wrong, well, my orders don't fill. Oh well, right? If they're wrong, and they're hyping you in to buying and saying this is a Wyckoff accumulation. Accumulation means it's an accumulation. That means it goes up. If they're wrong, and this is a redistribution, it goes down to $11,000. It's utter destruction. And that's literally the reason why this Wyckoff guy that was born in the 1800s. It's literally why he did this work, to try to tell people. And he's tried to do it over 100 years ago. And here we are in the year 2021 with YouTubers publishing hundreds of thousands of people that this is Richard Wyckoff's accumulation phase. And this is the accumulation. This is where this was the accumulation phase right here, right? So that would mean, I think you get the picture, right? So anyways, all right, I hope you enjoyed the show, and as always, thanks for watching.